All right, I'm going to first clear some confusion. I'm getting message after message, a comment after comment saying they think they see me on TV. That is not me. Some dude beating the heck out of a car on a car battery commercial or something like that. It is not me. I don't. It's a doppelganger I got out here in LA that just be making commercials. Not me whatsoever. If It's just been a weird week with the Cowboys with me because last week I did the whole, I'm enjoying this. I'm not, no, don't bring me down. Everybody else was like, we hadn't played anybody, and I was like, no, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying it. But this week it's like you find out it's for real. Like, whoa, okay now, because we're in the fight. We're the second half of the season. We're in the fight. We're going to be battling for a playoff position. We're going to be battling for the division title. We're going to be in there. So it's on. That's all I can say. It's on. And this week is the first, in my opinion, really big test of us in our new position as, leader of the division or, controller of our own fate type team. We're going up against a team that's desperate. The Packers, they lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last week. They're embarrassed about that. Just imagine how our team would. And look how they did respond against that Kansas City game, and look at how they would respond if they got beat by Detroit Lions or a bad team. They'll come out the next week and try to prove themselves, and especially Green Bay, knowing that they're gonna have to put together some wins to get to the end of this thing, to be in the playoffs with us, or to be fighting for the playoffs with us. So it's a big game, and though they're 4-4, we're 6-2, one loss. If they beat us, then they're just a game away from taking that spot away from us. So this game is really, 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 really pretty big, because if Green Bay is in there at the end and we're in there at the end and we just happen to have the same record and Green Bay beat us, then Green Bay is going to take that spot and we'll be sitting at home. So again, right now we're controlling our own fate. We win and we win and we win and we're in. But if we let teams like Green Bay, who we need to stick a stake in their heart right now, we need to do it. Now, as far as on the field, it's gonna be like both teams have their perfect opposition. Green Bay is our perfect opposition because they can't block, and we have a great, we had a great one last year and it's getting great again this year. Pass rush, and a definitely the best pass rusher in the game, but we have that going for us. So therefore, it should cut everything off at the head as far as their passing game. I mean, they shouldn't be able to do anything. And running, I don't think, Ryan Grant's a strong runner. They got Ahmad Green back, but they don't have any running backs of, Adrian Peterson, like we better get ready for or whatnot. So, yeah. It looks good for us that way. But on the defensive side of the ball, their defense stacks up against our offense pretty well, because they can get all kind of different types of pressure on the offense. They can do some confusing type zone blitzes and things like that to get some pressure on Tony Romo. And while they're doing all of that, they've got physical corners that can actually knock, a big receiver like Miles can knock him and Roy off their route. If they go off their route a little bit and Tony has to get the ball out really quick, then, we would... it could be some trouble. What I want to see is the running game. The running game. We have been outrushed the last 3 games. All our 3 wins, we have been outrushed all games, and it's by I can't think of the guy from Atlanta again. The guy said, I can't think of his name, but he outrushed us with 50-something yards. we got rushed in the next 2 games by like 50 with 50-something yards. So the leader of the game in rushing was with the opposing team, and they didn't have that many yards. So I want to see our rushing game come back. If it's got to be Tashard Choice and that Wildcat, that's what I want to see, because that looked like it was eating up a lot of yards last week. So it's time. It's time. This Green Bay team is scary. I'm telling you guys. Not because they're good or they're better, blah, 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 because they're desperate and they're trying to play with their pride. And you see what we did last week with our pride. So we're going to have to step up our game, and we're going to have to play smart, efficient, and hard to beat that Green Bay team and move on to 2 easier games, very easier games, and move us to 9-2. Because if we're 9-2, if we get to 9-2, guys, ooh, it's a good spot. It's still a dangerous spot because of those 5 bottom half of the season games. The evil end of the season for us. But if we're at 9-2 going through those 5, we're still in good shape. All right, guys. I'll do a live game thread video on Sunday morning, and we'll get to it. All right, holla, peace.